Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Advanced Public Financial Management. The topic is Public Financial Management Reforms in Kenya. Today we're going to study the overview of development partners. The overview of the development partners. We'll first start by listing the development partners in the Public Finance Management Reform agenda. The first one is the World Bank. World Bank partners. One, the World Bank is one of the partners. French Development Agency. French Development Agency. Let me pick another pen. French Development Agency. That's the second development partner. Number 3, European Commission. The European Commission. The fourth one is the International Development Cooperation Agency. I said the International Development Cooperation, the IDC, International Development Cooperation Agency. The International Development Cooperation Agency. Number 5 is the Royal Danish Embassy, or DANIDA, the Royal Danish Embassy. So these are the main partners, development partners that we have in Kenya. And the development partners are involved in the dialogue on the public finance management reform. The development partners are involved in the dialogue on public finance management reform. Dialogue. This is dialogue on PFM. Do you understand? Dialogue. And this dialogue is led by the chair of the PFM Development Partners Group, supported by the development partners' thematic leads. The dialogue focuses on achievements of key PFM strategy results, and formally through the PFM Steering Committee and Joint Technical Committee, and through interactions with result teams and the lead MDS. So these partners are engaged or involved in development on PFM reform. This dialogue is led by the chair of the PFM Development Partners Group. Is led by the chair of the PFM Development Partners Group, which is supported by the development partners' thematic leads. Then the development partners are also involved in financial support. They financially support strategy implementation and capacity building. Financial support to strategy implementation and capacity building. Now, candidates, there are 3 broad categories of this support. First is budget support linked to the achievement of strategy results in the preferred modality from the perspective of the government of Kenya, as this gives greater flexibility to achieve the results in line with the strategy. Secondly, there is direct support towards strategy implementation channeled through the Secretariat and support to the implementation of MDS work plans, because that provides flexibility and transparency in the allocation of resources and expenditure. Then thirdly, development partners may provide direct project support to implementing MDS and counties. However, the details of the support are to be provided to the Secretariat to ensure comprehensive reporting of reforms. Thirdly, the development partners are involved in number 3, complementary flexible support. Complementary flexible support for reform facilitation. Now, candidates using the channel of flexible support, development partners aim to support behavioral change through a problem-based, collaborative, and interactive approach to reform implementation. And support is focused on result teams and the Secretariat. And that support is expected to be flexible and responsive, as well as being timely. So these are areas in which the development partners are involved. Number 1, dialogue on PFM reform, which is headed by the chair of the PFM Development Partners Group. Then there is financial support to strategy implementation and capacity building. The development partners are also involved in complementary flexible support for reform facilitation. For reform facilitation. Now, candidates, let us now briefly look at the kind of support that is being provided by the World Bank as a development partner. All right? The World Bank has been a major partner supporting reforms in Kenya, a key partner supporting reforms in Kenya. The support is channeled through funding the implementation of the PFM activities in government. And among the World Bank reform programs are the Kenya Devolution Support Program, the KDSP, the Kenya Devolution Support Program, which is designed to support the implementation of the National Capacity Building Framework through the Ministry of Devolution and Planning. And the overall objective of that program is to ensure the devolution process is smooth and seamless to safeguard the delivery of quality services to the nation or to the citizens. So the program uses what we call P4R, meaning performance for results financing mechanism, the P4R mechanism. That mechanism, or this mechanism, is an innovative financing mechanism that supports and incentivizes. It supports and incentivizes county actions towards selected capacity building results. That's one area in which the World Bank has been supportive. Now, the World Bank also supports the Kenya government through the Governance for Enabling Service Delivery and Public Investment in Kenya, which is a program that is aligned to the Public Finance Management strategy of 2018 to 2023. And that strategy again is result-based, which is expected to run for a period of 5 years. That's one area in which the World Bank as a partner has supported the Kenyan government. There is the French Development Agency. Number 2, French Development Agency. Now, this agency supports and accelerates the transitions to a fairer and more sustainable world, and has been a key partner supporting the public finance management reform in Kenya. French Development Agency. Number 3, European Commission. European Commission candidates. In the year 2020, the European Commission supported the Public Accountability and Service Delivery Program, which began around April. And the general objective of this program is to promote macro-fiscal objectives or macro-fiscal stability. This program also supports service delivery and poverty alleviation in Kenya. And the specific objectives include improved financial transfers to counties, includes enhanced revenue mobilization, improved business environment, and better public investment management practices. And that is in line with the main strategic reforms objectives and the successful implementation of the public finance management strategy of 2018 to 2023. European Union has been a key development partner in the PFM reforms in Kenya. Then we have the third or fourth partner, the International Development Cooperation Agency. International Development Cooperation Agency. Now, this is a Swedish agency that supports the implementation of the Public Finance Management Reform Strategy 2018 to 2023 through financing of data warehousing and business intelligence program. That's a program by the Kenya Revenue Authority, and the overall objective of this project is to increase tax revenue and tax base and level of compliance with the tax regulations. And that can be done through the improved data and analysis of the taxpayers. That can be also be done through the increased efficiency in the tax administration. And number 3 is the identification and treatment of risks. And then the number 4, the increased customers focus. That's International Development Cooperation Agency. That's the another key development partner. Then we have DANIDA, Royal Danish Embassy. The Royal Danish Embassy. Now, candidates, the government of Denmark has been a key partner supporting the public reform in Kenya, there has been a strategy, the previous strategy. Under the previous strategy, the government of Denmark, through DANIDA, supported public finance management reforms through a contribution agreement that was entered into by several development partners, channeling their resources through a pooled basket fund that was administered by the World Bank. So the Royal Danish Embassy has been a key partner also. Do you understand? It has supported public finance management reforms in Kenya. And we have explained what happened under the previous strategy, how the government of Denmark, through Danida, supported public finance management reforms. There was a contribution agreement that was entered into by several development partners, and their resources were channeled through a pooled fund that was administered by the World Bank. So that is the Royal Danish Embassy. So candidates, that will mark the end of the lesson, where we've studied just an overview of the development partners, that is the World Bank, the French Development Agency, European Commission, International Development Cooperation Agency, and Royal Danish Embassy. Thank you for attending the lesson. In our next session, I'll take you through the subtopic, donor funds management. We will cover the donor funds management under the topic public financial management reforms in Kenya. Thank you. Bye-bye.